say they love me.
All right, y'all know how this is. Everything I'm telling you is in the news. I'm just getting those who didn't have time caught up. Don't come for me. I ain't got no damn money, god dang it. All you gonna get is maybe some food stamps, and I will fight you for those. All right, let's begin. Where's my damn opener? Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. All right, hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hold on, give me a second. My neck is crooked. I don't know why my neck is crooked. Give me just a moment, cause we ain't gonna have a crooked neck during this whole situation. All right, y'all. I got a lot of stuff to say. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get through all of it, but before I start anything, hi, hello, motherfucker, and hello. So, anyways, I don't know about y'all, but I finally went ahead and sat down and saw Sinners. And so we're going to do a little something different because I don't know about you, but my family does come from the Delta, Mississippi Delta, Sunflower, Inverness, going to Inanola. I ain't never heard of this shit anywhere else. Drive through Chitlins, they exist. I believe that's in Inanola. But anyways, I want to know about other people who have grown up in the South in areas like that. So after I give you my review and this little story about this the movie, I would like to invite anybody who is willing to come up here. I'm waiting for someone else that says she was gonna come, but if she doesn't, there's no pressure. But I definitely would love to get anybody's perspective who have grown up in the South like that, no matter which generation. All right, because not a lot of stuff changes down there if you know the cities I'm talking about. But anyways, let me get on to this first story, and then I'm gonna give my review on the movie. All right, so here we go. And then the smoke got me. Now that Sinners is a blockbuster, why can't people in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where the movie takes place, see it? Here's the tea. All right, girl. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I will express how I felt about it. Sinners is a Southern vampire horror film masterfully crafted to transport audiences back to 1932 Clarksdale, Mississippi, setting the stage for a unique narrative. The film excels in its depiction of the small Mississippi Delta town, capturing the essence of its time and place and giving viewers a glimpse into its distinctive cultural landscape. Look at you looking spicy. Girl, it's hot up here. I am shocked as hell because I'm telling you, last month it was snowing. I have never seen it snow. Oh no, it's no problem. Tell me about it. I'm telling you, I have never seen it snow in April up here. I've only seen that happen once before. This is the second time. I am over 4 decades old. That's not normal. But now I feel like, and my tummy is going down, but my what I plan to do, so I might as well show my tummy while I can before it turns into a damn elephant. I say that because I have a wolf paw on my stomach, and I'm pretty sure that if God willing I get what I want, it's gonna be an elephant's foot. I'm just saying. But let me tell y'all about this. So the film excels in depiction of a small Mississippi Delta town, capturing the essence of its time and place and giving viewers a glimpse into its distinctive cultural landscape. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. If you go down there now, you probably will still see some of the same shit. I'm not joking. When I lived in Sunflower, which was maybe 2 decades ago, I kid you not, no, not 3 decades ago, I kid you not. The only difference from that movie was the street had tar on it. That's the only goddamn difference. It was still dusty as hell. Shit. In a stark contrast to the film's setting, modern-day Clarksdale faces a significant obstacle: the absence of a local theater, thus preventing its residents from viewing Sinners within their own community. That's what I'm saying. Shit, we only had one school in the whole little city of Sunflower. I don't know, town, village, what the hell do you call that? We had one school and it went to 6th grade. After that, your ass had to go out of the city, down the street, somewhere near Yazoo City. God dang it, because I remember seeing that. That was the weirdest ass city name I ever seen in my life. Anyways, um, the town's movie-going options have dwindled over time, with all three former theaters having either closed their doors or been repurposed into music venues and community spaces. A shit, at least you have it, leaving a cultural void in the area. Driven by a desire to experience the film, a local resident, Tyler Yarbrough, undertook a journey of nearly 80 miles to the nearest theater, a testament to the community's yearning for cinematic experiences. Hey, Miss Fleck, how you doing? In response to this lack of local access, Tyler Yarbrough, Joker, launched a petition extending an open invitation to Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and the entire cast and crew of Sinners to visit Clarksdale and connect with the community. The core objective of this invitation is to allow filmmakers to personally experience the town's heritage and current reality, which inspired and shaped their creative vision, while also fostering direct engagement with the community's residents. Furthermore, Yarbrough is passionately advocating for public screening and celebration of Sinners in Clarksdale, envisioning it as a symbolic coming home event for Black creators, reinforcing their connection with the roots and narratives of fueling. You got it. Okay. The initiative transcends mere local interest, carrying a local. By the way, before I go any further, I tried to do this, but I forgot where the layers were. I was trying to shout out my girl. If y'all interested in just anything and everything, I mean, this girl hits every point from just what's going on today to what's the beef going on tomorrow. Check out House of Queens. That's her channel right there. House of Queen TV 318 Red. I'm gonna put that up there one more time once it goes off. And if you're interested in just every and anything, go check out her page. Here it is again. I'm gonna get back to this, and then I'm gonna set out an invitation for anybody, especially those who have had experiences with, down home. Really, you know the towns I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I'm gonna set out an invitation because we're doing a little something different. If someone comes in, if not, then we're gonna keep it going. Let's see here now. The initiative transcends mere local interest, carrying a broader cultural significance by emphasizing the importance of connecting Black creators with the communities that serve as both their inspiration and their audience, fostering a sense of collective identity and shared experience. Demonstrating widespread support, the petition has garnered over 4,000 signatures and has been amplified by influential figures, including Hollywood, including Oscar-winning director Matthew Cherry, Hannah Beachler, the Oscar-winning production designer for both Black Panther and Sinners. Beachler publicly voiced her support on social media, assuring action and signaling a commitment to addressing the issue, thereby amplifying petition's reach and impact. It would be nice if somebody would try to help the poor Black folks in Mississippi. Shit, I grew up there too sometimes. They need somebody to fast forward them. They're still stuck in 1950 and it's disgusting. The situation is infused with hopeful anticipation that Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan will heed the call, seize the opportunity, and facilitate a film screening in Clarksdale, creating a profoundly meaningful moment for the community, solidifying the connection between filmmakers and their source of inspiration, and contributing to the enrichment of the town. Just please don't turn it into a cash grab. I fucking hate those. All right. So let me bring this down. We doing a little something different. This movie hurt me. I'm just going to let y'all know. Sinners literally hurt me, and not because of the story, but because of the reminiscing. I saw imagery of some things that have not changed in Mississippi that rung and resonated with me, okay? Like the way Annie was built, her body. If you don't know, go look up Annie's body. Just look up Annie from Sinners. I don't really know the actress, but her body is what black women looked like back then. We weren't all slim and trim. You had to, they breeded us. And then somehow we got that shit stuck in our heads, because I'm going to tell you right now, I grew up my first and fourth grade year of school, whole year in Mississippi. Okay. So I grew up to that shit. Our infrastructure was so fucked up that if it rained enough, girl, I'm not joking. I've told people this. I went and put a swimming suit on under my clothes, because that's how flooded it was. The only reason I took it seriously, because they said water moccasins were in that bitch, and I didn't want to get bit by no snake trying to get a damn RC cola. Yes, I'm bringing it back to there. So if you were born in the 80s or the 70s, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, Sunflower, Mississippi. All I know is every time I went to sleep, I heard them talking about the Delta. This is a place where they shut down shit. He had him a Southern home cooked chitlins, hog maws, collard green. Yes. And that you just called out my damn Christmas dinner when I used to eat pork. You just called out my goddamn dinner. That's how connected I am to the whole culture this movie is talking about. Okay? I promise you right now, I ran out the house when they tried to teach me how to clean chitlin. Ew. But when you see someone who don't know how to, them instincts kick in. Cause my uncle married a woman. Ooh, I saw grass in the pot. That's nasty, you nasty bastard. You talking about you from Mississippi. Huh. Anyways, but I did know that Annie actually, I believe, is representing Louisiana. And I'm sick and tired of everybody. I don't do voodoo, but I do respect the fact of those who actually do, because it is a religion. And then they made the hoodoo. I'm not sure which one is bad or good. Y'all let me know. But I know one is bad and one is good. One is a religion, okay? I don't fault nobody for no religions. All right? Just don't try to conflict me. Yes, girl, grass. Grass in the damn pot. I had to walk away. But this movie really touched me, okay? It was more than the vamps, all right? And yeah, I went to school and almost everybody was black in that school. We had one kid that was Asian. He had a little brother a few years under with my cousin, okay? Because when you living together, I was living with my grandma. All of us were cousins. We were her children's children, not just one. We were from different kids. You know what I'm saying? And some of us were around the same age, and we had to go to school together. And we did have this one Asian dude. He was brown, though. He was very brown and had a very curly head of hair. He was kind of cute, but still, you know, that whole background, that whole environment, that's me. I grew up 2 years of my life, and even when I was younger, they had me down there. I have very vague memories. But man, that shit has not changed. Somebody needs to go down and help them black folks in Mississippi. That shit didn't change. It's still there. Now, if anybody wants to come up here, I'm still waiting for my guest. If she don't come in, we still gonna have a conversation if y'all want it. If not, I'm gonna keep on with our regular schedule. But if anybody wants to come up, here go the link right there. I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes while I continue to talk about this with y'all. Voodoo is a religion. Hoodoo is the practice of a type of magic. Very loose definition. Okay, thank you. Okay, see. Here we go. The confusion. Here comes the confusion. Different people. Because House of Queens is from Louisiana, but I find Miss Fleck is quite learned. She is very what do we say? She's quite an intellectual, in my opinion. So we have, and I don't know, I'm not going to say anybody is wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Hoodoo is a religion, traditional, and voodoo is a spiritual tradition. Here we go. There you go. Now, and she has loose definition. So, but maybe some people didn't even realize that there was hoodoo and voodoo. So I'm glad for that either way. Thank y'all for contributing so we can show that, I'm not just talking out my ass. This is actually something that's true, uh, and very real. All right, let me see. Nope, we will go with Queen's knowledge. Okay. Yeah, I got that. I'm on the way. I'm on my way. Here I come. Oh, good. I think my guest is coming. Yay. I'm excited. All right. So, I don't know about y'all, but once she pops up here, let me switch to like that just in case she can pop up. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. When she pops up, I guess my screen is going to switch over and she'll be here too. But yeah, personally, I feel like this movie really I cried several times. I'm definitely not the authority on this. I just it don't matter. What I really want is input because people who even have a inkling of it. The fact that you're not saying I'm the authority on it is cool with me. Cause that always opens up, room to talk about it and learn. Okay, I've seen see you. Hey girl.
Hey.
You was gonna come up here. How you feel about tell me about your experience growing up in the South, please.
Okay, it's from the. We'll keep it on the Sinners movie. So, our tradition is if you. I think it was his name was Cornbread in the movie. When he kept on hearing people call his name, and he kept on looking, and then he was answering. Our thing is this: if you hear somebody call your name, do not answer, even if the voice seems familiar. It could be a lost loved one or whoever. But if you hear someone calling your name, do not answer because you are welcoming them in. It could be good or bad. Even if, like I said, if it's like somebody that you have lost and you think it's their voice, still do not answer because those spirits can transform into your loved ones. They can pull you into the light and unalive you, or they can welcome themselves into your existence. So that's one thing from being in the South, that you never answer to something that you cannot hear. I mean, you cannot see.
Girl, I'm not even gonna lie. I promise you, I'm telling you 100%. This is what happened to me, okay? I was sleeping and I was 4 years old in Boston, and I heard a child's voice next door. I'm on the second floor, right?
Uh huh.
Ain't nobody else in this house but me and my mama. Where that kid voice, I never answered it. Girl, you scared the shit out of me. I'm glad my instincts kicked in. Woo!
And then also, like, okay, I don't know, this is like a fun fact or whatever. When the movie was, have you ever seen Dust to Dawn?
Yes, I have.
So a lot of, I can't say a lot, but on TikTok, the TikTok people, some of the Mexicans were very upset because they said that the guy, what's his name, Ryan Coogler,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's some bullshit there, but go on.
that he didn't pay homage to the Mexican Americans in that time of frame. So the movie took place back in 1938 or something like that.
Yeah, but wait. You heard what I just said, right? I said there was a little Asian dude. Did I say anything about some Mexicans either?
No.
Exactly. Go on.
So, from what we understand about back in those days, there was Mexicans, but they only came around the time to do their cropping, to nurture their farms. So when it wasn't time for them to go and do their cropping fields and stuff like that, they was not around. Someone was around, but it wasn't that many because just like African Americans, they was also not enslaved, but they was also taken and going back to America, back to Mexico. So the government back then took a group of Mexicans, just like slaves, and put them back to Mexico. So there was not a lot of Mexicans in Mississippi at that time. So a lot of Mexicans was kind of upset because they said that they didn't see a lot of they people in the movie, but they had to understand through their history. There was not, you guys. They was not around in that time, in that era.
Exactly. Exactly. I heard about that. I've been watching them. I saw one and I was done. I ignored the rest of them because it's like this is not for you. And then y'all want to talk about dark from dusk till dawn. You still ain't got a movie because who were the main characters?
Well, from my understanding, Michael B. Jordan, he wasn't really the main character. The main character was the guy Sam. What's his name? Sammy.
Yeah, I think that is he supposed to be like a representation of old boy at the crossroads?
A lot of people say it is, but I really don't know. But from his character, it's why he's the main character of the movie, and they didn't really portray it like that. Is because of his musician. He know how to play the whatever they call that. So by him playing that instrument, it opens up to spiritual. If y'all have seen a movie when they inside of the juke joint and then he start playing, if y'all notice all of the different spirits from all across, like from the old age into to new day to current day. So if y'all have not seen that, I'm sorry, it's a spoiler alert, but all of the heritage people came from from back in way like the slavery days into the current days because of the music. When you're playing different music, they said that it's a ritual. And so that's how the vampire, whatever Remedy, whatever his name is, he wanted to connect with him. He wanted to turn him into a vampire because it's not only that he wanted to turn him, he wanted to also awaken his past loved ones. That's my interpretation from it.
It
But
is.
guess
It
what?
is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually went ahead and I saw it a dirty way. I ain't gonna talk about that. I'll talk to you all
Oh
offline
yeah, yeah.
about
All right. They put it on TikTok as well.
that. But man, when I saw that scene, it was like every era
Mm-hmm.
and from future, past, everything from the beginning to all of the people that were there. I saw the Chinese dancers. Um, I really I personally would have liked more, what you call it, more Native American too, but that's just because, a lot of us are part Native American, but they did do us dirty. That was fucked up though, what some of
And
us
see,
got.
here goes another fun fact. They was talking about how come there was not a lot of Native American people represented in the movie, and if they know, they know we were represented. We was through the whole movie because back then we were and we still are indigenous people. Just because they had a long straight hair and cheekbones and they have the brown skin, but we also have that copper skin. We are indigenous people, whether they want to say or not, but we are. So they say they didn't see Native Americans. We was in through the whole movie. Y'all seen us. Y'all doesn't want to acknowledge us.
And I can say for one that a lot of us, like they even said it, some tribes enslaved and some tribes enslaved to help them. Some tribes even took black people,
Uh huh.
escapees as their own tribe.
Uh
Um, Unfortunately, oh hey girl, I got a new follower. She's so cool. I met her on TikTok. Girl, shout out your page so I can put it up there so people can see it. Girl, she be playing like she be doing the DJ thing.
huh. Okay, that's what's
Girl,
up.
she was sitting up there playing some back then, you know that one, Mike Jones. Girl, she even played ooh, she Wally Wally. You know, you know.
Bang bang. He really
Uh-huh.
want to break my butt. Say he
Girl,
really
she
want
got shot.
to turn me
You
out.
forgot about that nasty part. I'm like, come on now, girl. But
Oh, don't stop, pump that. Let me see you
and
do
this
the
is
work.
what I wanted to, because it's like even if we are in different parts of the United States, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is her page. If you want to go check her out on TikTok, this is her name. Best Joe. Is that a okay here? V love 3. There we go. There we go. And if I'm wrong, you can see it because I'm old. Anyways, this is what I like about it is like you're over there on the other side of the country, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm on this side, but we can still come to a connection with our ancestors and our past. I can throw some out, and you already know. Ooh, it's stinking there. What y'all cooking?
Hmm.
What you think?
chitlins, hog
Oh
maw.
hell yeah, girl. And we did that. We did that just like that. You know what I'm saying? That camaraderie is just so cool, and it's from our ancestry. You know what I'm saying?
But
Cause
see, I never liked chitlins. And okay, it's also in the well, I can't say
I
speak
didn't
for all,
originate
but
with them, but
in
I'm just
my
joking.
in my grandmother's house, when she cooked once, you not finna cook again.
Hell
That's what
yeah,
a lot of southern people in my town know. If your grandma in that kitchen cooking, and if you don't eat what she finna cook, you ain't finna eat. And I dare you go fix a sandwich. You better go somewhere else and eat, but you ain't finna fix nothing else after she got to cooking.
girl. My mama, like I said, she had me late. Cause I'm technically supposed to be like Generation X, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I was born in
Uh huh.
'81, and she's a goddamn boomer. Damn it, girl. When the first time she tried to teach me how to clean some chitlins, right?
Uh
I
huh.
had a cat. I opened that door. I thought the cat shit it. Girl, I tried to slowly close that door and creep out because I thought I was gonna get my ass whooped. I didn't know how to feel when she told me to come upstairs. Man, she caught me at the door. I'm not joking. I was almost out the whole apartment building, right?
But they don't. When you clean them, you have to clean them good because you they don't
Girl,
they don't they don't taste how like they smell.
no, they
Especially if you
don't.
get them that you really know how to cook them.
Yes. Like I'm not even gonna lie. When I first saw chitlins, I was like, I ain't eating that shit. That's gross. I'm telling you, I was like 4 years old. It took me another 2 years to actually put them in my mouth. That's when I was eating pork, right?
Uh huh.
I was like, this is actually good. But it's because they knew how to cook it. My friend and grandma used to clean and sell them. Oh yeah, but you got
I
these
follow
recipes.
your TikTok page, V.
Cool, you got a new follower. But and for real, we need to talk after. Oh, there go my girl. There go my girl. This is the one we gonna have a talk with, cause I don't know if y'all seen her, but I've been seeing her on what you call it for the longest. I've been seeing her on these TikTok reactions on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the shit that's going down. You might see her on TikTok as Black Crystal. Let me put the invite up here. I personally am excited to have her up here because I want us all to talk about how do we feel about what the fuck is going on right now.
She got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, she do. It's the one she's on now, Auntie on the Porch
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm trying to go to it, but it's not letting me go to it.
All right, I'll figure it out and I'll get you connected. But I
I'm in
really
the
just want
boxing
to pick
sector
her
right
brain, and
now.
I want us all to have a conversation about because I don't know what the hell to do. I really feel like at this point I need to bounce out this country again.
Good luck.
Girl, yeah, at this point I think people they need
Because
to
I
take
was
to the
I was
south.
so disappointed. I was debating about doing a piece on the Camelo Anthony case, and I already
Yes.
knew by me doing it where it was gonna go. But I
Mhm.
had to say something, and when I did, I knew what I was gonna get. I got so many racial comments, people telling me to off myself, and they were saying the most disgusting things to me. It really hurt my feelings, but the Sagittarius I am, I had to be strong, I had to clap back, and then I block them. But I mean,
Mhm.
I got so many people, white people, telling me I need to unlive myself and talking about you just started something. It's gonna be more of your kind get unalive. And I was like, really, really.
Woo! You serious?
But I knew where it was gonna go when I made that video.
Girl, let me tell you. I was going through some of the YouTubes on my burner channel, right?
Uh huh.
And someone sat up there so somebody else other than Al Green has put in for what you call it for impeachment, right?
Uh
He
huh.
is he's a dark Asian guy and he's got a lot of hair. Why they call him Mr. Peepers from SNL? The white dude acting like a monkey. Why they do that to him? I reported them to YouTube.
Yeah, that's all I did was report them to YouTube. But
Ain't gonna be
YouTube
no
can't
calling
do too
monkeys
much.
out. Exactly. Ain't gonna be no what you call it. Where is Auntie? Why she ain't come up here
And
yet? I
thank
let
you, V.